Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Fabulous show on that new launch next door with our lovely Stephanie and David. Just wonderful. So thank you for staying with us. And we've got a lovely Mark from Silvar.
Hello, good morning.
And we're here till 4 o'clock this evening, which is, so we're on all day today and tomorrow. We've got our summer event, which is fantastic. So you can watch us on Facebook and Instagram, of course, because we know you're there, because we can see you. So good morning and welcome. And then you can also watch us on our website too. So on to live VIP shopping. And also while you're there and you're shopping, and you there's actually a brand shop for Mark as well. So Silvar Designs, which is there's a lot on there.
It's building up.
Yeah, there's lots and lots on there for you to have a peruse if you wish to. So while you're shopping with us, I'll be giving you a shop code. So at the moment, it's Shop Ultimate, okay? Type that into the comments below and you will then get that dropped into your basket, which is fantastic. You'll get a little message from ourselves when you've done all your shopping and you're ready for those goodies to be checked out. Just click on one of the messages and click on the link. It takes you straight to your shopping basket on our website. Super, super easy, which is fantastic. Or you can actually shop on the website, on the VIP website. All the information is on the screen down the side. All you need to do is click on the product, add to basket, and then when you finish doing all your shopping, click on the little basket that's appeared on your screen, log in and check out. Ta-da!
Easy peasy.
Just like that, it's like magic. Just like magic. So welcome, everybody. So I'm really super excited about this.
This is our world launch of Easy Cord.
Easy Cord.
Easy Cord. I'm going to talk all about it. It's very exciting.
It
It's even
is very
exciting for me. But yeah,
It is,
Amanda was very excited this morning.
My little eyes lit up when I saw what Mark had brought in. Absolutely fantastic. Now, we're going to take you on a little story and a little journey. So you've seen Mark bring this I-cord machine that actually does the knitting, okay? So you're knitting Nancy's and things like that. So this has come on leaps and bounds, okay? So to start off with, I used to have, so my journey with this, I used to have a wooden cotton reel with pins in at school, in the infant school this is, which is a few years ago, and I'd sit and do that. A bit more than that, and VAT and God knows what else that you want to put on there to get it up to my figure. And then I generated onto the little knitting Nancy, which they still do them. I've got a Buzzy Bee and a little doll that looks like a little doll. Then they brought out the next one, which is the handheld ones, yeah? So you see we're progressing. It's like technology, this, isn't it? It's like the next generation phone. Now, oh my word, we have this, which is the bee's knees. I'm just going to say, look at that. Look, hands-free. I'm not even having to do anything. And it's knitting all the cord for me, because this I-cord knitting and your shapes and designs is huge. It's really taking the craftiness by storm. Now, if you go onto any of those platforms that are on, wherever, Instagram,
all over,
Pinterest, all over the place, and put in these, they are massive, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Doing elements like this, having them freestanding, or having them in a box frame, it's huge, and it's only escalating day by day because everybody's finding it, and it's a beautiful craft. So we've also got a giveaway. So the lovely Mark, if you type in flower into the comments below, you will get all 3 of these. Okay, so you can get all these beautiful flowers that Mark's made with his own fair hands.
Yes.
Okay, so you'll get those, which is fantastic. Now, so we've had the little generation and the story of the actual machine. So, once upon a time, in a warehouse, you used to have to do this with your metal, okay? You had a printout on a sheet, and you have your metal, your wire, and you just used to have to follow it round, bending it, following it. which is fine.
It's fine, and it's fairly
fine.
easy. It's
It
fairly
is easy.
However,
then
yes,
Mark had a moment and he thought, well, every time you do this, and to speed it up a little bit as well. So then...
And some people were saying, I struggle with my fingers, I can't bend it. Do I need tools? I haven't got any pliers. How do I do that? So that's where Easy Cord came from. So about a month ago, I started to design something, okay? It wasn't in this form. It was a completely different thing. And I've developed, because I do that, that's what my business does. We develop things. So I've developed what I think is fairly unique.
It is.
I think it might be unique.
Yes, because you've done a little research on this,
and a little
haven't
bit
you?
of research. There is someone else doing something similar, but it's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's also in Europe. It's not in the UK. So I thought, let's create a set of jigs. We are known for our jigs. We're known for our laser cutting. We're known for simplifying a problem.
Yes.
And I hope...
It works beautifully.
Yeah, you think we've satisfied and fixed that problem.
Hannah's
and
in the corner nodding, big nods.
Yes. And I'm going to show you today, for the first time ever, how I've solved the problem. And I hope you love it.
Never been seen before this.
And I'm going to show you, we've got some basic shapes for you today. The ultimate, if you go for the ultimate kit, you're going to get all of what we've developed so far, okay, which we'll show you. A lot more is coming, trust me, okay? But I also want to know, I know you type in the word flower in to win the flowers, but I also want to know, Hannah's getting really worried now. I also want to know what shapes you would like us to develop, okay? I know we haven't looked at it yet, but think about shapes you want I-cord in.
To be made into.
Okay, and send us all that information, and I'll make it. I'll make it.
Which is amazing, isn't it? So what are we getting?
Yes.
Right. We need to go to the jigs.
Let's go to the jigs first of all.
We need to go
because
straight
you may have seen the I-cord bundles before. The ultimate you haven't seen because, of course, the jigs are new. First thing you're going to get with Easy Cord is you get your base plate. Okay, so that's a piece of nice thick. It's 6mm thick. This is solid stuff. Okay, 6mm thick, precision laser cut MDF as a baseboard. Okay, now one of the products, one of the jigs that goes on top of that, okay, and you can get today as a product. It comes, if you go for the base jig, it's the starter kit. So you get this jig on it included, okay? And what this one does, this one makes your flowers. So it has the leaf mold, it has the flower mold, it also has a bonus stand mold. So if you want to do your freestanding, we've done this large oval that you can use to make things freestanding. Okay, so shall I show you how it works first of all?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so pegs go in, we lock the jig onto the base. Okay, that's a new one, it's still got the hole in it, still got the lump in it, it just pops out, that does. So when you get your base, you might find it's got all the bits still stuck in it, you just need to pop them out, okay?
Very satisfying.
Otherwise it takes us about 20 minutes to do each one, which means we'd have to double the price. So we don't do that, so you have to do that yourself. Okay, let's go with the leaf, okay? And these just clip in. Now, one thing we've done is there's a little black blob there, little blob and a blob there. That shows you where it matches. Okay.
How cool's that?
How cool's that? Because otherwise you don't know which way round they go.
Nope.
And we're just lining these up with the base. It's all been engineered so it fits. Okay, like that. So that's that one in. And then the flower, again, goes in there like that. Okay, and lock that in. You get 15 pegs with your base with this, okay, with this particular collection. So, next thing I want to show you is, if you look carefully, we've written from blob to blob, it's a hexagon actually, from hexagon to hexagon, you need about 31 centimetres of wire. And that would be from there to there. Now, obviously, you want a bit more stem, so you're probably going to give yourself a little bit more than that. But it's giving you the basic information as to how much wire you would need. We also tell you that if you're going to knit this on a Kado I-cord machine, that the minimum amount of yarn you require is 465 centimetres. Now, we would add 150 centimetres, another 1.5 metres onto that amount, okay, onto that, because we've got a start and a finish, okay? So let's give ourselves 50 centimetres of wire or something like that. Let's start with that, and let's just do a leaf, okay? I know you'd probably have more than this because you're probably going to have a few leaves and the flower.
Yes.
But let me just show you how that works first of all. Okay, so pair of wire cutters. So let's let's go with about 40 centimetres. There we go, a little bit of wire like that. Take the wire out of the way, and let me show you how this works. So, can you see we've got, I'll do it that way around so the camera can see it the right way around. So it starts at number 1. Okay, we come up here and we've got 2 there, so we're going to go there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it shows you follow the numbers, and you've got the arrows.
This is brilliant.
So let's
Absolutely
put the wire
brilliant.
in. Okay, so there's the bottom bit of the wire. Okay, we're going past number 2. We go around to number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6.
How much easier is this, Anna?
And up to 7 and 8. And then when we take that out, we've got a stem
with our leaves. And that's going to be the same every single time we do that leaf.
So if we look at the finished product,
oops, sorry.
You can see, there it is. There's
and they're all the same.
And there's that one. So, yeah, they're all the same. Okay.
Every single time you make this, it's going to be the same size.
And if I'd got enough wire here, then I could turn that round, okay, pop it in there like that, and then we can follow the flower.
Isn't it cool? It is so cool.
So that's the first of the jigs. That's the flower, leaf, and stand jig. Okay. So, and just
excited.
We've just tried to make it as easy as possible.
So it speeds it up. Now, if you are making to sell, can you now imagine? Okay, fighting with your piece of paper. Okay, you do one, and you've either got to tape your wire down so it's not moving and following it around. Okay. So, again, you're no longer having to fight with this. No. Absolutely not.
I tried it, and I'd got...
You got frustrated with it?
I didn't get frustrated. Yeah, I suppose so. I just found it more difficult than it should be. And I've been working with wire for quite a long time. I've been making jewellery for 25 years. So wire work for me is fairly straightforward. I know how to use pliers. I know how to use my fingers to move wire around. And it's funny, but I was talking to, I talk to lots of people at shows and at retail shows out and about. And that's, to me, that's been the biggest hurdle. So people say, yeah, love the idea of the I-cord, but I haven't got the dexterity, I haven't got the knowledge to shape the wire. And we say, well, we've got pictures you can follow. And they go, So let's come up with a better way.
Amazing.
So Teddy is one of my favourites, okay? So let's go with Teddy now. And you can see how quick we're changing. So you can change almost within a few minutes. You're going from one shape to another. And
I love the fact that everything's on here. You're giving us the measurements, how much wire we want, how much cord we want.
So one tells us, glasses in there, I can't read that. This one tells us we need 82 centimetres of wire. I'll switch it around so you can see it the right way around. 82 centimetres of wire from the hexagon to the hexagon. So that's literally going all the way round. Now, if you wanted to add a stand on this, so you've got a freestanding teddy, we would add 28 centimetres
for the stand.
For the stand. So 28 centimetres plus 82 centimetres is 1 metre 10. Okay, so you would cut yourself 1 metre 10 of wire. And that would give you, I always go a little bit more than that. I'd always add on maybe 5 or 10 centimetres of wire, just because that will give you that little bit of flexibility.
Extra, yeah.
And also, you need to bend the ends over when you're threading your I-cord on.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but let's go for a standard teddy here. So let's go 82 centimetres. Off we go again, Amanda. Oh, hello.
I'll have that.
I'll pick the scissors up. And again, we've given you the numbers. So 82 centimetres. Let's go about 90, just to give ourselves just a little bit of, there we go. Yeah, 90 centimetres, that'll do.
And it's beautiful wire, everybody.
It's beautiful wire. It's
so
aluminium wire. So go for the ultimate bundle, you're getting 20 metres of this wire. So that will keep you going for quite a while.
It will, yes,
okay.
Absolutely. So Shop Ultimate is going to get you everything. So
yes.
In the Ultimate, we are getting the I-cord actual knitting machine, which is fantastic. You are getting 500 grams of yarn, okay, that will vary
colours
slightly.
will vary, so you'll get two plain colours.
2 solids.
You'll get 2 of the twirly, which is the one with the white fleck, and you'll get a glitz.
Which is fantastic.
A glittery one. You get 20 metres of 2mm aluminium wire.
Yep.
And you'll get the base plate, the flower leaf stand, you'll get the teddy, and you'll get the stars.
All included. You're getting
yes.
everything. So from where my hand is here, all that way back along there, you're getting all of that for $84.99, which is just brilliant. So you are going to be the first ones ever to receive these new jigs, and there's more in the pipeline.
Yes.
Okay. So if it's starting off and you've thought, actually, I love the idea of it, it looks fantastic, but this problem solving here, you've like thought, no, it's okay, I'm not going to be able to do it. Now Mark's solved that problem. So for those of you that have been sitting on the fence thinking, I would, but I need some, it's not quite there for me, Mark's now done that.
And also, even if you don't want to knit I-cord,
yes,
if you want to create wire shapes,
yes,
we're giving you the ability to create repeatable wire shapes. So if you make cake toppers, things like that,
yes,
then this is a way of creating your own
brilliant
cake toppers.
It is absolutely fantastic. So then you can get the jigs on its own. So
yes.
We've got different bundles for everybody. So Shop Jig is going to get you your base plate, which is the mainstay of where you're going to anchor everything
You've
to.
always got to have that.
Yes.
You need that.
It won't work without that. Then you've got the star, the flower with the leaf and the stand, okay, and also the teddy bear. So you get in all 4 elements, which is $24.99. Now, Mark's already put a reduction on this for us straight away. However, if you do then buy it with the Ultimate, there's another £5 off it.
There's another £5 off it, yeah.
Okay, so obviously if you're going for the bundle, that is the biggest saving. But if you're just wanting the jigs because you've already got the machine, the jigs is Shop Jig $24.99, and it is just brilliant. I think the fact that Mark's done this problem solving, that we've got the board, all the pegs, the shapes of what everybody's wanting. Have we got emails on of who, messages in of what shapes that everybody's wanting?
Not yet, you can come in.
So type in flower, put in what you're actually wanting, your shapes as well, and then Mark's even worked out how much wire you need, how much I-cord you need to knit. So, and it's all on there. It couldn't be any easier. Then he's even giving you the pathway. So to go from 1 to 2, it's like dot to dot.
Dot
isn't
to
it?
dot.
It is like dot to dot. Just follow the pathway.
Follow the dots, follow the numbers, follow the dots.
Yes.
Off you go, follow the arrows, basically.
So we're going to
easy
do
as that.
teddy bear now.
Let's do teddy bear. So if we look at teddy bear, we've got 1 to 11 here. So number 1, then we go up to number 2, 3, then we'll notice number 4's over here. Okay, so let's start putting the teddy bear in, and we're probably going to hit the camera with the wire. There we go. So off we go. Let's not do that. Okay, round we go with teddy bear. I haven't put a peg in there. Let's pop a peg in there. Stop that moving. There you go. There we go. Right, round we go.
Oh, careful.
Sorry.
Sam, it's going to have your eye
Need
out,
safety
kid.
glasses on. Okay, can you see how easy that is to go around this? Now I'm using 2mm wire here, but you could also, if you use 3mm aluminium wire, which some people do, go with the 3mm aluminium wire. Now I've gone from 3 to 4, so we're going straight round there. Okay, then we go round his ears, and I'm just using my finger, okay, just to push the wire into the groove. Follow the groove, groovy. And there we go around there. Now we've got to here, and we'll see we're going from 6 to 7. So we're going around this section here. Okay, around we go. And then we're going to number 9.
Oh my goodness, this is so easy.
Yeah, number 10. Oh, bless you.
And the fact, Mark, that you've taken the time to write on or engrave on how much it's going to be so much easier because
there we go.
There's no waste.
Remember, we cut a little bit of extra wire.
We did.
So there you go. That's that sort of 8 centimetres of extra wire. So
But
it's
you
fairly
need the
accurate.
turning bit.
But we might need the turning bit. We've got these. We'll probably be able to lose a little bit of this wire here, because if you just want a separate teddy bear rather than a freestanding one. Okay, pop out the pegs. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
And out we go. Needs a little bit of...
Okay, Mark, 30% of the jig's gone.
Okay. So...
But look.
There we go.
Okay, and here's one I did earlier.
Yeah, surprise, surprise. They're exactly the same.
How amazing is that? No, none
And
of this.
that's so easy to do. Well, you've seen.
I've got
You've seen.
goosebumps.
I'm not. I haven't used any tools. I just used my fingers.
Yes,
I just
exactly.
pushed the wire into the slot.
Which is so amazing.
I haven't got to fiddle about with bits of paper.
No. You haven't got to go,
I don't
oh,
need tape.
got that
I don't
wrong.
need to. Oh, people say, oh, I'll laminate them and all that nonsense. Don't do it. Go with this.
This is just...
Go with this.
It is
We
the
really
way
want to
forward.
know the shapes you want. I'll tell you something.
Okay.
Can I? Yeah, I can, because it's done. Next thing that's coming is a spaceship. He's already done. Okay, coming soon.
We've got. I need to read you the list.
Okay.
We've got with the. So
We've also got. I'm so excited about it. We've also got
tell me.
elephant.
Hey.
He's coming. And although we haven't started development yet, although we haven't started development, the alphabet. Think about where that's going to take it.
That's.
Think about that.
Me and Anna had a little bit of a squeak earlier when Mark
Okay.
told us that the alphabet was coming.
Give us a few weeks. Yeah, thanks for that, Hannah. Give us a few weeks, because it's going to take a little bit of development, that. Okay, but we're going to start it small. We're first of all going to do a few words. So we've got some words in mind that you're going to do as complete words. Once we've done that, then we're going to move on to do the alphabet. Yeah, it's going to be a big system, because you need capitals and you need little letters.
Yeah.
However, we think, because I've tried to do words and it's not the easiest thing.
It isn't.
So let's make it easy.
Yes, let's make it easy. Which is what we've done. Well, Mark has. I saved the royal way. So, right. Oh, my goodness. We've got everybody on here. Right.
Hello.
Just a second. Let's go back. I want to say a few hellos. Wow. Lisa, good morning, darling.
Hi, Lisa.
We've got Shaylee, Sarah Jane, Karen, Chris, Maria, Norma. What have I done there? Wendy. Oh, Sarah Jane, French knitting. Absolutely, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, tricotin. That's the word. Tricotin. If you search for that across the World Wide Web, it will go berserk.
It will.
Basically.
So our lovely Doreen M, thank you, my love, for getting in. I was concerned I wouldn't be able to make smooth curves. This will help enormously.
Yeah, well,
yes, it will, Doreen.
If you saw, there's nothing, we don't do anything that's sort of squared off, okay? We've rounded everything off for you, so it makes it easier for the wire to go in. Part of the development process, I want to show you something actually. We don't do this very often, but let me show you. Let me show you this.
Process.
Because, okay, look at this one. Look at this teddy bear. And see if you can see what's odd about that, okay? He's called a development teddy bear because he's scribbled on and he's got all the numbers and where we're going to put all the etching and things like that. It doesn't necessarily mean that that is what we ended up with, because I do a lot more development in my head when I'm developing, typing these in and actually drawing this up, okay? But scribbled on there in pencil, it says 82 centimetres, because that's what we tested and that's what we did and that's what got printed onto the final piece.
Look
so
at this.
That is one of our development pieces. I'll also show you something else, okay? That was the first of the baseboards, okay? And we changed it, so it's not got as many holes.
Okay.
Okay, and also we found a problem with this, that in different orientations it wasn't working. So the baseboard now you can use in any.
Hasn't got to the top, bottom.
It doesn't have a top.
Like
it doesn't have a bottom. It will work in any configuration, any way round, basically upside down, that way up, that way, that way, that way. It doesn't matter. That one didn't. So that's the sort of development that we go through to make sure everything works. And it's easy because, again, you'd look at it and say, well, what's wrong with that? Why didn't that work? And, of course, it happens to me. I do it. I think, oh, what's wrong? I'm sure I've done that right. No. So
my lovely Karen, iCode is so much fun. It is. Doreen M, she would love an elephant shape, please. Yes. This is what I want, this one as well, Wendy. This was going to be on my list. Can we have a paw print?
Yes.
For the cats and the dogs. Then we've got our lovely Sarah Jane is requesting dogs, cats and cars.
Cat. We've already got cat. I haven't done dog
our lovely Lorraine. Good morning,
Car's
Lorraine.
Good idea.
That's, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, dodgy elbows. When you just can't, that machine works for you and then you just wrap the...
If you've got any kind of issues with fingers, whatever it may be that's causing that, elbows, shoulders, fingers, we're all getting there, aren't we, as we get older, then the iCord machine will solve all those problems for you, because none of this nonsense with your fingers, okay? You load the machine up, you thread the machine up, it's really easy. And again, Kado in China, they've made an amazing manual here that actually, first thing it does is give you a big QR code which shows you how to set the machine up, and then look at these beautiful pictures on how to actually get the machine loaded. So everything you need in great picture and words, obviously. Okay, so they've done all that work for us, which means it's easy to use.
Yep.
The iCord comes out. Oh, hello. The iCord comes out like that. So for those of you who don't know what iCord is, it's basically French knitting. It's a hollow structure, which means that then we can thread our wire into the hollow structure. Now, before you thread this, you need to basically fold that over so it's smooth, because you're going to get sharp edges and it get jammed on the way in. So pair of pliers, just fold that back and off you go in there. We are working on something else.
All right.
Okay.
To come.
To make that easy as well.
So our lovely Nikki, not sure I needed it, but I wanted it, so I got it.
Perfect.
Bless you.
Why not?
Somehow could we have alphabets? It's in the pipeline.
Yeah,
birds, pets and farm animals, please.
What kind of birds?
Yes.
Let us know what kind of birds. A dove's really nice. I'm probably a little bit Christmassy. Yeah. Christmas, we've got lots of things coming. Christmas, maybe holly coming. We talked about
gingerbread men, snowmen, all of that.
All of those things. Okay.
So we've got Christmas tree, Santa, alphabet. These are all the ones people are asking for.
Keep it coming,
upper and
keep it coming.
Case.
And when we finish,
so excited.
When we finish this hour, fire it over to either the guys here at Highlights or or send it direct to us at Silvar Design on Facebook, and we'll sort of collate it all, and I'll see how many hours I've got available to develop. But we're going to develop as much as we can with this system. It's unique, it's new, and we just think it's going to make people's lives so much easier
Doreen, a hummingbird would be lovely,
Oh,
please.
yes, that's a nice idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lovely Karen Miller has said it's going to be so easy to work with the kids after school. Our lovely Elspeth, can you use a finer yarn other than double knitting yarn? Thank you.
Yes, you
we
can.
want pigs, cows and chickens, please. Nikki says, can we have a snowman? That's a must.
Yeah.
Goodness
Coming.
You don't want much, do you
Christmas's next development. We're going to do a little bit of Christmas because obviously people are starting to think about that now. So that's we've done the spaceship, we've done the elephants nearly there, and then we're going to go do a bit of Christmas. Okay, we better tell you what you get in the kits and what's available, haven't we, really?
Right, okay, so Shop Ultimate. If you haven't already seen this, it is absolutely fantastic. And I can hold my hand up and say I love it because I have one. And it is fantastic.
You were one of our first.
Yeah.
You were one of our first customers for it.
Very first. Yeah.
I said, look, this is new, and she went, yeah, thanks.
I saw that it was this, and I thought that's a problem solver, and had it because I've done that journey. I've been on that journey with you all, with the knitting bottom, the knitting Nancy that we had, the handheld one. This solved so many problems. It really did. So in here, you are getting your whole machine, and it comes with everything.
Yeah.
Your weights, everything that you see here. It even comes because it is USB. Oh, sorry, honey.
You can get a little tool. Okay, you get a spare set of needles. You get 4 spare needles. There's a set in the machine when you get it, but you do get 4 new ones.
Turn it on, Matt. Turn it on.
Turn it on. Amanda can. There you go.
Look at it go.
Okay, so
it's so fast, Hannah.
In terms of speed, it is eating 3 meters of yarn every minute. Okay. And that creates 20 centimetres of I-cord.
I can't do 20 centimetres of I-cord in a minute.
No.
I might do about 2.
They reckon that it's probably 5 times faster.
Oh, easy and
but
more.
But I think that's if you're really, really fast knitter.
You're really going.
Okay. Reason we've got two weights is that so you lift this one. And that one keeps keeps tension on the needles, okay? And then we can lift the other one, okay? You'll notice we're taking yarn from a cake.
A cake.
Okay, so if you think, well, I haven't got those, I've just got it on a ball. Don't worry, we've got that machine for you as well.
We have, absolutely.
We'll get there in a minute. We haven't even talked about that yet.
No, can we
so
that's how that works. That's how.
Yeah, you can see how fast that's growing.
It's amazing. It really is amazing. If you've got a cat, Hannah. They love them.
Oh yeah, Morphe's gonna be all over that.
Playing with that. I love them.
And it anyway, use it.
Look, it even comes that is secure.
Yeah, so this is all built in. It's all part. There's nothing separate. It doesn't come off. It's all separate, and you can see how long that screw is there. So it fits. I don't know, probably up to maybe about 3 inches.
So if you want to put it onto something, absolutely to anchor it down. That's the way
higher
to
the better, because the higher it is, the less time you've got to move your weights. Little hits until I know you want us to go down the counter, Hannah. We are, but pop that in a Ziploc bag. Okay.
And it just feeds it down.
And then it will fill the bag up with the I-cord. Okay, and just keep lifting it. So really easy. You don't get the Ziploc, but really easy to get hold of. That is, isn't it? Yeah.
So not only do you get that machine, which is the bee's knees. Okay. You also get 5 balls of 100-gram yarn. So you're getting 500 grams of yarn. You're going to get your 2 of your solid, 1 of the twinkle silver within there, sparkly, and then 2 of your twisted,
twirly,
which are lovely. These are brilliant.
And all this yarn is King Cole, so it's all branded. It's all branded. Yeah, it's all good quality.
It is fabulous quality. Yeah. And then you also get your
20 meters.
20 meters of, is it 2
millimeter?
Of your aluminium wire, which is beautifully soft for you to be able to work with. And then today, World Lunch exclusive, you're getting your jigs included. Sorry, Mark, I've just stood on.
So you're going to get all of everything that we've developed so far in the Easy Cord system. So you get your baseboard, you get your flower, your leaf, and base jig. You get your stars jig, which creates 2 sizes of stars, and you get your teddy bear jig.
It is amazing, absolutely amazing. Can't tell you how super excited I'm about this because you have just problem solved so many things.
And let me tell you, the RRP on the I-cord machine on its own is £65.
There you go. Put it in now so you can see.
Okay.
So that on its own.
On its own.
Wool, isn't it?
That's without
with
the
nothing.
wool. That's without the aluminium wire, and certainly is without the jigs, because nobody else does those. They're unique to us. Okay. So that is literally for £25 above RRP today.
You're getting everything
£20.
else.
Is it £20? £20, yeah. £20 above RRP, we're giving you all that other stuff to get you going. And
Everything.
That's really the ultimate starter pack. It is the ultimate. That's what we called it.
That question from Elspeth, other than what's the smallest yarn to the thickest yarn, please?
Double knit is great. Okay, that's a really good one. That's what we use mostly here. And the yarn that we're going to supply you is all double knit. You can use a thinner yarn, so something like a sock yarn or a cotton yarn for socks, you know, the thinner stuff, that's fine as well. Up to the maximum thickness is an Aran. So that's not, don't go to chunky, that's too thick for the machine. It doesn't like hooks. It. Okay, yeah, the hooks don't take it, and also the tube down the middle of the machine isn't it gets jammed. So don't use a chunky. So from sock to Aran,
that's quite a lot of
different.
Yeah.
We have tried, although the instructions say it won't work, we have tried other thinner yarns that have functioned okay, but that would be a little bit of trial and error, okay, and be careful, because obviously guarantee-wise, the book says don't. We've obviously done that because we wanted to just test things for you guys. If you're not sure, send us some, send me a piece of yarn and I'll test it for you. I'm happy to do that. That's not a problem. Yeah, we can do that. If you see us out and about at shows, bring us a piece of yarn and we'll put it on the machine and run it for you. That's why we know a little bit of different yarn tries, because somebody did that. Okay, quite happy for that to happen. All you need to buy extra is the plug bit. Okay, so the power bit.
And I can imagine if
got
you're all watching on a phone, you've already got one.
Yeah. So you want, for the I-cord machine, you want a standard USB plug. Don't try and power it from a battery pack. Don't try and power it from a computer or a device. It needs to be a power plug that gives it the 5 volts that it requires. Okay.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah, but it's really easy.
How many problem solving have we got here? Now, I do want to share with you this beautiful coloured wire, because like Mark suggested, maybe you're going to go with the jigs and you're going to be doing, we did have one, smaller cake topper jigs.
Yep.
So, for the wires.
So things like, because the flower's a smaller one, but we'll develop some smaller shapes so that maybe you get 3 or 4 shapes on a single jig.
One little jig.
Of course, we're looking at that already. We needed to just start somewhere, so we did use sort of a little bit of each here, a little bit of each. So the star, you get 2 sizes. The flower leaf and the stand is a multi-jig. Yeah. We wanted to test the sort of strength tolerances, and obviously the teddy bear's the big one,
which is lovely,
as big as we get.
So then you have got your multi-coloured wire. Yeah. So shop wire, £9.99. You've got the best part of a £5 saving on this. So it's 2mm, and it's 15 metres of wire you've got to play with here. You've got that beautiful green. You've got the pink, silver, the blue. And it's a gold, but it's like a brushed gold.
It's like a brushed gold,
isn't
yeah.
it? It's beautiful.
It's a soft gold, isn't it? So you'll get those colours. You'll get 3 metres of each, 50 metres altogether. Loads to play with. And as you say, if you don't want to put I-cord on it, then use the easy cord system with your aluminium wire to create your shapes.
They're beautiful.
Stars. That star on the end of a longer piece of wire, and you've got a cake top.
You have.
Basically.
Or several of them. It really is one of those things that Mark's been talking about it in behind the scenes for a while, and we have been getting very excited. So, and he's not said he'd done it.
No.
He's not said he'd done it.
We don't do that very often. We have lots of things that are sitting hovering that we don't talk about. We can't talk about it because otherwise we wouldn't be first. Somebody else would do it.
It's a case of when he brought it, was like, oh my days, you've done it. You've actually done it. It's brilliant. And to go to the extra bit of even engraving on how much wire each jig's going to take and how much I-cord you're going to have to knit for this to work is just brilliant. You didn't need to have had to done
No,
that,
no,
but
we didn't
you
do
have
that, but
done.
we have because we've made it work with the machines that we're
Yes,
selling.
absolutely.
And we've knitted for the flowers. You knit it in one piece. Okay, so we join the two colours together,
Yes.
and because we know how much cord we're knitting with, we cut the yarn in the first bit, join the two together using a very simple knot. Well, I'll show you the knot in a second if we get time. Okay, and off you go. You knit it, and then we thread it up onto the wire.
You do.
Okay.
Now, you've probably noticed on the counter these beautifully spooled yarn.
Yes.
Yeah, wound yarn. These are fantastic. Now, in the knitting crochet, in the yarn world that it is, these are actually called cakes. Okay. What is wrong with that today? I feel like I'm on a ship. Any minute now I'm going to go skiddling off the end of the thing. Look, it's doing it again. It's on the... Has it been drinking? Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry everybody. If you're feeling a bit seasick, it is the phone. So we've got these cakes. Cakes.
Oh.
That's the ceiling.
Oh no.
That's me. Hi.
That's exciting.
Sorry,
My word.
Are we back?
I think so.
Are we all right? Right, okay.
Don't press anything.
Don't. Goodness me. So, so we just lean like that, Mark, that way. That's it. And we might be straight. So we've got the cakes. These cakes are beautiful. Now, when you look, isn't that stunning? It's the patterns ones that actually, love this. Absolutely adore these. Then, our lovely Diane's come to have a look. This is what creates that.
So if you want a yarn winder, okay, now, there are yarn winders available, and electric yarn winders have been available for a while.
It is amazing, Diane.
Okay.
Absolutely.
However, this yarn winder takes up to 10 ounces. That's 280 grams of yarn. So that's nearly 3 full balls of yarn into a cake. Okay. What's also very good about this is that you have an infinite speed control. What I mean by that is you can go from very slow to very fast and everywhere in between. Okay,
Which you don't normally get.
No, you don't. You usually get 2 buttons or 3 buttons. So you get off, high, and low.
And that's it.
And look, unfortunately, it's really you want somewhere in between.
Yes.
So we've got that here. So we've got sort of a volume control, haven't we?
So this is why you need this. Okay. So said yarn that we've got. Okay. This is what happens with us knitters. Now, can you just look to the floor for us? When you're knitting, you go like this.
Yeah.
It's rolling around on the floor. Yeah. You go like that. It's rolling around on the floor. Then you knit, and then you have to get hold of it and you've had the dog play with it, the cats run off with it, all of that's happened. However, when you've done the cake feeds beautifully from the middle. Look how smooth that is, okay?
And it doesn't roll about.
We've not got it rolling around everywhere on the floor, okay? It's not getting stuck. That feeds smoothly from the centre. Therein, why this is an absolute must-have. Look at this. I love the patterns it makes, Mark. Have you got the black one on? Have you not brought your black? No, I mean the black cake. The black and white cake. Because that looks beautiful when it's done.
Today. So there we go. We can switch that off, okay? So we've got that speed control.
And it goes up through a hole.
Now, the other thing that will happen with this machine is if you stop it like that, if you get it will stop. Okay?
Instantly.
It just stops, okay? And you'll see it's going through 2 tensioners. So the tensioners are spring-loaded, and we can... That's all we need to do to tension the yarn. Don't have to do anything else. No screws, nothing to tighten up, nothing like that. It's literally tensions. Now, this is different. So this will handle lots of different types of yarn. So this will definitely handle your chunky, okay? This will also handle things like cotton macrame cord, because we tried this with a 3mm cotton macrame cord, and that worked fine. So yeah, so off we go. Now the other thing, if you've got a skein of yarn, okay, this will take it will take the into a cake straight off a skein, so it will work off a swift. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so if you've got a swift, if you don't know what that is, it's like a device that holds a skein.
It looks like a bit like an umbrella.
Looks like a big umbrella, yeah. Okay, and off we go, and you can see how that's turning.
And you don't have to sit with it to let it do it. It will do its own thing.
Yeah,
it will
and if you've got a skein on a skein on a swift, it will just turn the swift, and off you go. So you can see that's creating us a beautiful cake.
So we've got a few questions. Our lovely Carol. Morning, Carol, darling.
Hi, Carol.
How easy is it to thread the wool onto the wire? Ridiculously easy.
Okay,
we'll
I can
show you
that
one.
quickly.
Did you say numbers were in the pipeline?
Yes.
Alphabet and numbers.
Oh, numbers. Sorry,
Doreen.
yes, numbers with the alphabet. Yeah,
absolutely. Thank you, Doreen. Oh, yeah, Maria. But bless you, she says it's like being on a sea. She's feeling seasick because the camera's spinning all over the place. Do apologise. Technology is wonderful.
Fabulous. Rude. Slightly rude, that.
That is rude.
Okay, let me show you that. Let me show you threading the I-cord onto the
Look at this.
wire.
Sorry for interrupting, Karen. I am I-cording the colour white at the moment for Preb when a jig arrives.
There you go. So
that's exciting.
What I've done there, I've just used a pair of pliers to fold over the end of that aluminium wire. Now I might do it over here when I'm actually doing it properly, but I've done it here just to show you because it's easier there for now. And then basically we thread that on there. So just thread your cord over. And what I tend to do is push that on a little bit and then give it a little bit of a pull round, and you can see how that's filling in. Now where you've got shapes like this, where you've got overlaps, just while you're working with it, just pull it apart slightly. Because once you finish, you can push it down together again. So don't worry about, oh, it won't go through. Well, just pull it apart and make that easy. Where you've got sharp bends like this, just ease it round. Just keep feeding it on from the bottom there, like that. Okay, and you'll see it goes round there.
So
fairly simple. Yeah, happy with that? So that's how easy it is to thread that on.
Thank you, Carol, for your question.
You see, you've got 4 loops at the end, 4 little loops where it knitted. Okay, thread this onto a bodkin. You'll need to provide that yourself. That's not in the kit. For some reason, they didn't give a needle. Don't know why. Anyway, and then thread that through those 4 little loops and pull tight, and you'll end up with this at the end here like that as a solid. Okay, and then the little bit of yarn you've got left, what I tend to do is, remember that loop on the end? I tend to thread that through that loop on the end of the wire, and it holds everything in position.
It does. How about that? That's super easy, isn't it? It is a cracking device, and the fact that all of these things are problem solving. Oh, cheers.
Jing.
More starred. Just tuned in. Oh, we've done that one. Numbers and everything is on the pipeline. Yes, absolutely. We've answered all of those, Hannah.
Yeah, so numbers for cake toppers.
Yes.
And obviously letters for words and names.
And Karen's already I-cording, ready for her jigs. Fab. Brilliant. Absolutely. This is amazing.
So just remember when you get the yarn amount. So for example, Teddy Bear requires 1,230 centimetres. That's 12.3 metres of yarn. Okay. Add another 1.5 metres, 150 centimetres onto that to give you your start and your finish, and just a little bit of give.
Yep.
Okay, don't be too precise.
Nope.
Okay, that would be the exact amount. Okay.
Whoa. Okay, so we're going to go back to the ultimate because this is flying.
Wow.
I knew you would.
I wasn't expecting that number. That's just.
Has that just thrown you a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing. Absolutely fantastic. I love the fact that Karen is currently I-cording as we speak, ready for her jigs. That is amazing. Have a little question mark. Can we make and sell, darling?
Oh, yes.
Right, there we go.
Of course.
There we go. I
Always-
knew what
always
the
with
answer
our-
was, but I wanted
always
to
with
ask
our
it.
things, yeah, no
So,
problem.
Shop Ultimate is going to get you. Now, like we said before, this on its own, with nothing else, no yarn or anything, is usually about 65, 66
So the
pounds.
RRP is
Yes.
£65.
Lovely.
I won't lie and tell you, because I'll tell you, if you buy it direct from us at Silvar,
Yeah.
it's £59.99.
Okay.
Okay? But we're always going to, you know, we do that, don't we? Okay? However, if you add on everything, what's the total? Can you remember what I worked the total at? If you buy everything separately, so the iCord machine, the yarn, the wire, and all the easy cord
Jigs.
jig system, I think it's 120 something pounds. Yeah. So it's a huge saving.
It is huge saving.
It's a huge saving. And we've done it because today is a special weekend here at
World
Highlights
premiere
for live
of
shopping.
the
So we
launch.
are basically giving you the absolute best
I love that we've
price.
got that.
The ultimate price, we
the
could say.
ultimate price. Boom. There you go. Isn't it fantastic? So, in the ultimate, you are getting the fabulous machine that comes with everything. You don't need anything else other than a sewing needle.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
And a power plug.
And a power plug. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. But in addition to that, if you're somebody that hasn't got any yarn and you think,
There's a bit of yarn in. You get a
There
little
is.
bit of yarn
You
inside.
get the pale baby blue.
Yes.
So you are also going to get 500 grams of yarn, 2 solid, beautiful glitz one that's got this metallic running through it, and then the 2 twists.
And your colours of those will vary.
Okay.
Okay, so get 2 solid colours, 2 twirly colours, which are the white flecks, and you'll get a glitz in a different, whatever colour we supply you with. Okay, that will knit nearly 100 metres of I-cord.
That's it. Oh,
Because 100 grams of yarn will
Yes.
knit you around about 18 metres of I-cord.
that's a lot.
Yes.
Okay, that's a lot of making and selling and enjoying this. That's fantastic. Then, in addition to that, now the normal RRP that I've seen. Excuse me. It's got a thing connected. It's got a thing on it. The normal, what I have seen, because I do purchase yarn quite a lot, and my kids will vouch for me on that one, ranges anywhere for King Cole, which is what this is, normally between $4.99, $3.99 a ball.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
it goes, I'll tell you, we sell some of it down as low as $1.95.
Yep.
But not glitz and
No,
not
absolutely
twirly,
not.
that's more expensive.
So that's a substantial amount of yarn
Yes.
that you get in there for free, included, all right? So you're getting it included. Then you're also getting your 2mm aluminium wire that works with it as well.
20 metres.
That's 20 metres. Hand up.
Sold out individually.
Sorry.
The wire has gone on its own, okay? So the only way you're now going to be able to get the wire is in with the kit.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe a different kit with the jig and the wire.
Oh, working on it, don't worry.
Yeah, we're working on it. I'd just like to throw, because you see, I'm the shopper as well. I am one of you. I'm already thinking, I've got 900 bags of yarn. However, I do need more wire.
And we are going to bring you 3mm wire as well soon.
Oh,
okay, it's
brilliant.
coming. It's coming.
And then you're getting all four pieces of the jig. Now, the baseboard is the important bit. That's the bit that you're going to need again and again and again with all of the shapes that Mark's designing. However, he has then brought to us the flower, leaf and the stand. So that piece actually makes your little characters and everybody stand up, whether it be the bear, the flower, all of those. Okay, so it's 3-in-1 on there. Then also we've got the star jig, which is 2 different sizes. Again, absolutely fantastic. Then in addition to that, you've also got the teddy bear, and he is just the best. Now you can see there's multiple teddy bears all being made here, and they're all identical. No change whatsoever because of that jig, okay? This is such a problem solver. And then again, Mark has gone to the next nth of a degree by giving you how much wire you need for the jig, how much yarn you actually need to knit for the wire for the jig. It's fantastic.
How much
And
yarn
then
do I need to put into my machine to give me enough I-cord
to make this,
to cover the shape?
All of that is on here, and it's engraved, okay, which is fantastic. And then he gives you the dot to dots. We need to draw a winner because we're coming to a close.
Hey.
That is amazing. Remember, guys, check out your baskets. Have a little look on the brand shop as well, because there may be some. We can see the winner now. Look, there you are, Mark.
That's exciting.
Who's won?
Doreen M.
Yay!
We'll send you the flowers, Doreen.
The
Make sure
flowers
we've
are
got
coming
your
to you.
address. I don't know how we do that.
Yeah, we'll
but
message
sort
you
that
and
out.
it'll come
yeah,
in.
And
We'll sort it.
we'll get that sent out to you on Monday when the postal services are working again.
Yeah, so thank you guys for coming along and joining us on the World Lunch. See you later.
Thanks.